stage. A long table contains several brochures and a simple slide projector. A screen is set up on stage. A banner hangs stating, "Sterilization today for a stronger North Carolina tomorrow."
Van Gogh, Jimi Hendrix, Mahatma Gandhi, Picasso, Mother Teresa, Ella Fitzgerald, Harry Houdini, Abraham Lincoln, Rosa Parks, Johnny Cash, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ringo Starr, Mozart, Van Gogh, Jimi Hendrix, Mahatma Gandhi, Picasso, Mother Teresa, Ella Fitzgerald, Harry Houdini, Abraham Lincoln, Rosa Parks, Johnny Cash, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ringo Starr, Mozart, Van Gogh, Jimi Hendrix, Mahatma Gandhi, Picasso, Mother Teresa, Ella Fitzgerald, Harry Houdini, Abraham Lincoln, Rosa Parks, Johnny Cash, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ringo Starr.
Enters Temperance, looking around, reading the banner. She is professionally and conservatively dressed in a severe suit. She pulls up a chair. She sits. She holds her attaché closely. She begins reading the brochures. She looks up and nods occasionally to the audience. Now enter Mary Tom. Through the audience, she greets several familiar audience members as she makes her way to the stage. She mounts the stage and approaches Temperance.
Oh, thank goodness they sent somebody. They showed me how to work these newfangled projector contraptions 20 times, but I can't seem to get the hang of them.
Sorry, I think there's been a misunderstanding.
Got the slides right here. Just load them up and do whatever it is you do. Can everybody see the screen? Oh, make sure everybody gets a new pamphlet.
Miss Walker, I assume you're a deputy county coordinator for Eugenics Board.
In the flesh. Now get this damn thing up and working. I'm running late.
Ma'am, didn't someone apprise you? I'm Temperance Hedgepack, the new assistant coordinator. The board sent me from Winston-Salem. Surely someone informed you.
Oh, knew they had somebody, just didn't expect a negress, not that I mind. In fact, it makes good sense what with most of our clients being colored, but you thought somebody from the board would have, well, lemonade out of lemons, I always say. But they really should have. Anyway, let's, you know anything about these projector things?
I used one in college several years ago. Let's see, I'm sure I can figure it out.
Thank God, we gotta get this show on the road.
Temperance begins working on the projector. She loads Mary Tom's slides, turns the projector on. The slide of the brochure states, "You wouldn't expect."
Okay, Deputy Coordinator Walker, I believe it's ready.
Thanks, honey. Now hand these brochures out and I'll get rolling.
Temperance hands out some brochures, instructing them to take one, pass them down. She mounts the stage and sits at the table.
Alrighty, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming in this morning. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but the Eugenics Board wanted to make sure we get this new brochure out to our institutional partners and communities. The board made copies of these slides you're about to see. Stop by my office anytime this week to pick them up. I think you'll agree this is good stuff. Miss Tippett, was it? Can you flip it? See, simple drawings and words, nothing complicated or hard to understand. Just shows the things we all know is true and our clients can grasp. Tippett, would you do the honors?
Beg your pardon?
Read, please. You can, right?
Oh, of course. You wouldn't expect a moron to run a train or a feeble-minded woman to teach school.
Like I said, simple, right to the point. Go on.
You wouldn't want the state to grant driver's licenses to mental defectives, nor expect such defectives to handle money wisely. You wouldn't give a responsible person...
And here's where it starts getting into the meat. Yet each day, the feeble-minded and the mentally defective are entrusted with the most important and far-reaching job of all. Next,
The job of...
parenthood, the creation of new life and the responsibility of rearing children. Isn't this exactly what we're trying to feed into their heads every day of our working life? Okay, next, flip it on over to the next to last one.
Temperance proceeds to the next slide.
We end up with who this law protects and how it saves all the hard-working taxpayers' money and wasted lives. Finally, last slide please, we got a letter for folks to send back in with the checks. That's fine. Tippett, was it? This is going to be a great tool for talking with our social workers, correction officers, superintendents, and most important, folks with the deep pockets. I don't need to tell you, this work takes money, lots of it. We gotta pay the surgeons, the staff, all that takes resources which our General Assembly has seen fit to support. But if we're really gonna make a lasting impact, we gotta have more. So get out there, talk to your movers and shakers. You know who I'm talking about, your bank presidents, social clubs, spread the word. All right, thanks again for coming in this morning. If you got any questions, just give me a call. Or Miss Tippy, what's your last name, honey?
Hedgepeth. Temperance, Hedgepeth.
Thank you, Tippy. Any questions?
Most of the lights go down. Mary Tom and Temperance gather up their belongings and exit.
Oprah Winfrey, John Wesley, Michael Faraday, 50 Cent, Louisa May Alcott, Louis Armstrong, Fantasia Marie, Donovan Carson, Aaron Brockovich, James Cotton, Vera Grace, Sophia Loren.
Act 1, Scene 2. It's the next morning. Temperance stands stiffly outside the eugenics office door. Enters Mary Tom.
Earlybird got nothing on you.
Beg your pardon?
How long you been standing here?
Oh, not that long. I was eager to get started this morning.
Parking's out back. You'll find it, okay?
No, I use public transportation.
Really? Wouldn't get on one of them buses if you paid me. Probably don't bother you nothing much though, huh? Guess I gotta get you a key made. Here.
Oh, my.
This month's applications. Actually, only got half. I call it job security. All the worthless trash around here can't keep their legs together one way or another. Ever thought you'd be benefiting from their weakness?
Well, I certainly wouldn't characterize it like that.
Like what? Weakness? No. Tell me, Timpy, how do you see it?
Their circumstances, their upbringing, they're like a...
They're sorry jeans. Nothing more, nothing less. Listen, honey, you dress a pig up in a fancy dress, still a pig, always a pig. Go right back in that mud hole as soon as you turn your back, no matter what. Splat damn in the middle of that nasty mud hole, fancy dress and all.
If you believe that, Miss Walker...
I told you yesterday, Mary Tom's fine, unless somebody from the board's here.
Very well, Mary Tom. If you believe that, why would you...
Lesson number 2, you get here for me, you start the coffee.
Oh, I don't.
I like mine good and strong. Keep the Maxwell House right there under the table, sugar and creamer next to the cups. Let me know when they get low.
Mrs. Mary Tom...
Maybe having an assistant's gonna work out fine. Be mighty nice coming to the office and smell my coffee going every morning. Well,
Ma'am?
technically, you were here for me.
Yes.
Lesson number 2.
Oh, of course, your coffee. Mary Tom, I drink tea.
Tea? Well, hoity-toity, good for you, Miss Queen of England. Fine with me, as long as you get my coffee going.
I don't. Mary Tom, I never learned how to brew coffee.
You would?
I don't make coffee or most anything else for that matter.
Colored woman who don't make coffee.
I beg your pardon?
Gotta be from up north.
Actually, I was reared in...
All the educated colored women in this state, and they seem to be the only one who don't know how to make a decent cup of coffee. What was your mama thinking, girl?
I wasn't allowed to learn any domestic chores.
You would?
I was, or wasn't, in any case. If you show me how to make your coffee, I'm sure I can learn.
Well, you better. Colored girl don't do no chores, I swear. So let me get this straight. You don't cook,
Some,
clean.
of course, for myself.
What's that supposed to mean?
I wasn't allowed to even consider cleaning or cooking for anyone else, ever.
Well, I'll be. So what did she teach you?
Mary Tom, Mrs. Walker, I'm sure I can learn any task required of this position. If those responsibilities include preparing your coffee, I will manage it.
I got a strong feeling me and you gonna learn a whole lot neither of us expected. All right, come over here, girl. Get your first lesson and make a good cup of coffee. Your mama can thank me later.
Act 1, Scene 3. The lights come up on Mary Tom's office where Temperance is working on files. A knock is heard on the office door.
Mrs. Rivers, Mrs. May Rivers.
May Rivers enters with her 13-year-old daughter, Jenny, who keeps her head down.
Yes, sir. I know we're late.
Late? I should say so. Your appointment was for 1:30, more than 45 minutes ago. I'd all but given up on you. Fortunate for you, I have a small break in my schedule. Sit down, please. You too, visit Jenny?
Had to walk.
From your home?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's got to be what, a good 10 miles or more.
Hitched a couple of miles.
Oh my goodness. Let me get you some water at least.
She rises, pours 2 glasses of water, and places them on the desk in front of the window. Jenny won't look at the glasses.
Go on, girl. Ain't gonna buy it. She ain't used to fancy glass. We got tin cups.
Jenny, I know you must be parched. Go on, child, it's perfectly okay. Really?
May taking the glass in both hands and drinks loudly.
I sure enough was dry.
She puts her empty glass down and carefully picks up Jenny's.
Shame to waste good water.
Temperance picks up the empty glass, refills it, and returns it to Jenny.
Look, isn't it pretty, Jenny? If you look real close and turn the glass just so, right there, you can see a rainbow. There, can't you see it? It's okay, honey, you take it. You know, you must be thirsty.
Jenny looks at the glass, looks at Temperance, then looks at the glass. Finally, she reaches out, touching the glass. Slowly, she picks it up with both hands, slowly bringing it up to her lips. She drinks carefully, making no noise, but finishes it without putting the glass down. As she finishes it, she holds the glass out in front of her.
Can I? Excuse me, it's may I, dear. Can you what? Hold of it? Why, of course, child, if you like.
Jenny brings the glass carefully close to her body, bringing it to her lap, where she sets it, studying it carefully.
Lady from ADC said I gotta come up here to see you.
That's correct. I'm reviewing a petition for sterilization, and yours, or Jenny's, to be more precise, wasn't signed. Do you understand what this is all about, Mrs. Rivers?
Yes, sir. Lady come out to the place. Say Jenny wasn't to school. I say, why she need school? Them rich kids beat on her every day. Them youngins so mean, no home training. My Jenny don't like that. I teach my youngins, all of them. Don't hurt when we ain't got her. Jenny, my hardest worker. Look at her. Walk all them miles, not even a sweat. She plant, hoe, look after the chickens and hogs. Don't you, mama's good girl.
Jenny nods, still looking at the glass.
Don't talk much, just what she needs.
Mrs. Rivers, it says here you have a total of 8 children, counting Jenny.
No,
No, that's not correct.
9 as of this moment.
What are you telling me?
Folks know I don't never turn nobody away. Gets them all the time. Wake up one day, another one on my front stoop. 4 of them mine from birth, rest of them mine from duty. Jenny here, big help with the young ones. Like a little mama, ain't you, gal? Hushes even the worst and grind. Don't talk much, but got the most settling, singing voice you ever heard. Can you sing for this nice lady, Jenny K?
Jenny shakes her head and turns away, still holding that glass protectively.
Didn't reckon so. Now, this operation thing. Them 2 ladies say my Jenny here need to be fixed, so she can't never have babies of her own. Must be because we poor, because it sure ain't because she bad. No ma'am, this gal a born mama, ever I see one.
Did you explain it to them? Surely they're reasonable.
You think they listen to me? One lady pointed me say that she can't even sign. I say can too, and I ain't gonna. Not long as I got breath and feet to walk. Much as I don't wanna, I pick my youngins and move them if they come back. You tell them that for me, here? I move on before I let them cut my girl. Take out the loving part of them. No sir, now while I got breath, let them take that old ADC money. Live for it, live without it.
Are you suggesting the social worker threatened to take away your ADC benefits if you didn't sign the petition?
Ain't suggesting, tell it. That the way it is. Come on, Jen. The roll back twice as long.
Jenny slowly lifts the glass and places it on the table. She looks up, smiles quickly at Temperance.
I see it. That rainbow. Hold a rainbow right here in my own 2 hands.
Temperance stands. The 2 exit. Jenny holds May's arm. Light comes out.
You wouldn't expect a moron to run a train, or a feeble-minded woman to teach a school. You wouldn't expect.
Lights out. Act 1, Scene 4. It's morning, several days later. In the office, Temperance is seated behind a table, stacked with folders. She is wearing glasses and a somber dress, and she is carefully going through each file, checking, making corrections. Enters Mary Tom, wearing a bright yellow dress.
Good morning. I declare, can't you almost smell that sunshine this morning?
Morning.
Speaking of that, I'm not smelling something else.
What's that?
Not again. Lesson 2.
Huh? Oh, your coffee. Yes.
She gets up, comes from behind the desk, and begins making coffee on a side table.
I got to thinking. We had 4 applications returned from the committee last month for incomplete or incorrect information on the non-institutional forms. 4 from our region alone.
Happens all the time. Can't expect social workers or correction officers to be as good as doctors.
We can expedite the process if I conclude applications prior to turning them over to the board secretary. Catch the mistakes prior to...
What you think?
4 errors. I've caught 4 errors this morning, and I've only been at it since 7:15.
Yellow is my absolutely favorite color in the world.
Think how much more efficiently we could process the paperwork if we minimize the applications that are returned for...
I think it's daring and brave. What's yours?
My what?
Color. What's your favorite color?
I don't... I guess... gray.
Gray. That's not a color. Not black, not white, not nothing. More like no color.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tibby, what are we going to do with you?
Mary Tom comes around beside Temperance and holds a portion of her dress against Temperance's arm.
Would you look at this? Whole lot of white ladies can't wear this shade of yellow. It washes us right out. But you, it absolutely pops. Look, pop, pop, pop goes the weasel.
Temperance moves her arm away from Mary Tom.
You wear this shade, one of them all that shindigs you folks throw, you be beating the men off. Pop goes the weasel, I guarantee it.
Precisely why I don't.
Well, don't dance, I thought.
All of us dance, right? And drink Mad Dog and fornicate like rabbits. Then get up and belt out Negro spirituals at church every Sunday morning.
Most of the ones I heard of.
And end up in these fires.
Which don't lie, Tempy. You know the statistics. You folks make up about 30% of the state's population, but
The majority of new ADC and welfare cases, I'm quite aware.
you should. All the time you spend with your nose there in them files. One thing I gotta say, for most of y'all race though, y'all do know how to have some fun. And it don't have to cost an arm and a leg like us. No need for some snotty country club or stuffy old bridge clubs. No, just a couple of y'all folks, a pan or 2 for beating, and maybe a juice hop of a harmonica.
I'm sure I wouldn't know.
Oh, come on, Timby, you telling me you don't feel the need to throw down now and then?
I improve myself. That's fulfilling enough.
Mary Tom sighs, then twirls around as she comes around the desk, then pours herself a cup of coffee, considers Temperance's dress.
Who knows? Maybe we put all them teenage Negro gals in gray bags like you wear before they start up their monthlies, they would be overloading our welfare rolls. After all, who heard of them plain old washed out Amish girls up in Pennsylvania getting in the family way and begging for ADC? Maybe it's something in all that plain old gray. Turns off the natural juices or something.
Mary Tom sips her coffee, studies Temperance, who continues to read files.
See, right here, another one. Form 6A, consent for operation or sterilization. The father's name is listed, but he didn't sign. Why, the committee would send it back immediately. Let's see, address is listed as...
We always like this.
No telephone number, but...
I know most of y'all love you some bright colors. Come on now. When you was little, did you love wearing a colorful dress, ribbons in your pigtails, bright knee socks, matching dresses with your mama?
I didn't grow up with my mother or father.
Oh.
I was placed with my aunt when I was barely 2.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
No need. Aunt Celia was perfectly reasonable. She provided me opportunities I never would have experienced with my biological parents.
See, right there. One of the things I admire most about you folks, taking one another's younger just like they were stray pups. Don't miss a beat. Cousin here, half brother there, maybe neighbor or 2. Just mix them right in with the litter.
Aunt Celia never married. It was just us 2.
That's just what I'm... Wait a minute. Celia Hedgefield?
That's right, my father's only sister.
Small little woman, always carried a fancy carved walking stick, wore a little blue hat with nets, even in the middle of summer.
Yes, that's her. Why?
My God, she did ironing for us and a little bacon. Must have been, 20 years ago. Dr. Walker, the surgeon, my late husband, God rest his soul, had just opened his second office over in Wilson.
She was a certified teacher, high school history. She couldn't get a position here. Came back when she inherited the small house my grandparents owned. Then when my parents wouldn't or couldn't, she stayed. She ironed, baked, cleaned, anything.
Have mercy! I remember her pleats. Dr. Walker used to say you could cut your live butter at the creases she ironed in his trousers. He was always so particular, well, he had to be with his practice and all, but he never found fault with her work, which is saying something. Did you ever come with her? Let's see. We would have been in that big brick house on the corner of Maple and 4th. Deep front porch, veranda out back.
I don't know.
I must have met you as a child. Shoot, wasn't much more than one myself. Been married about 5 years, just starting out. Still learning his rules. Still hope we plan to have young'uns. Who ever heard of a tipped uterus back then? Why, you couldn't have been more than 14, 15?
She wouldn't let me go with her to any of her positions, hardly ever.
Isn't that something? And her sugar cookies, Lord above, my yard man's little boy used to hang on the kitchen door about drooling from the smell of them cookies baking. Celia wouldn't give him so much as a crumb till he asked proper. I can hear her now. Wouldn't budge till he said, may I? Just goes to show.
Can we get back to this file? We've got to get this signature. The board will...
Hand it over. Richard Boehner, oh, what trash he ever was. And I'm not a bit surprised. Sadie Lou Dickens, the petitioner. Sorriest excuse for a social worker. Disgrace to the profession. No follow-through, shoddy work, just plain sorry. Seems like I spent half my time covering somebody else's behind. Come on, the Boehner place isn't but a couple of blocks. Time for you to see how our other half lives. I just can't believe it. Celia Hedgepeth. Just goes to show.
Shows what?
You can't really know a person. At least not you folks. Always wondered what happened to your Aunt Celia. One day she's ironing away in our kitchen, proper as a little preacher. Next day, didn't show up. No notice, nothing. Now, does that sound like something she'd do?
No, I don't know.
Who is you?
What do you mean?
You favor her to a T. Same fancy way of talking, same way you hold yourself stiff like company's coming any minute. You both got city written all over you. Kind of surprised you come back here, back home.
The board, I applied to the Division of Social Services. They...
Oh, you didn't know that you was coming back here.
Of course not until I opened my contract letter.
Welcome home, honey. Every time I had to live someplace else, I cried myself silly till I got back here. After all, home is home.
I decided if missionaries could stand it, so could I.
Missionaries? I believe Richard Boehner give one of them heathen pygmies in Africa a run for their money. You want missionary work? Start with helping this worthless piece of family. I declare, Hedgepeth working for Walkers again. Don't that beat off?
The lights go down on the office and comes up on the representation of filthy Boehner house. Richard Boehner is slumped over a table or in a broken down chair. He has been semi-drunk. Mary Tom pounds on the door.
Richard Boehner, Mr. Boehner, I know you're in there. Open up, Mr. Boehner. Miss Walker from the Eugenics Board.
Already done signed them damn forms.
No, you didn't. We gotta get your signature on all of it. Come on now. Can't go through with nothing till we do.
All right. Don't get your drawers in a wad. I'm coming.
He pulls himself up and opens the door. Now Mary Tom and Temperance enters. Temperance will clutch her attaché case to her chest protectively. Mary Tom looks around and clears a place to put her attaché case down on a filthy table.
Miss Hedgepeth, can you hand me Mr. Boehner's file? Mr. Boehner, we noticed you didn't sign the last line of the sterilization form for which one of you girls?
Mary Elizabeth, only one ain't had it done yet.
That's right, Mary Elizabeth. Says here she was in the state home and industrial school for girls up until a year ago.
Yeah, so we couldn't keep her in the house tonight. Lost track of the number of times I caught the went skinning out of her bedroom window. The wife hoped the home would be some sense in her. Now that the social worker lady said she knocked up.
That's right, 3 months pregnant. You know we can't go through with the sterilization until she's given birth.
Yeah, so get rid of the bastard, then fix her up. Social service lady told us they could do it all in one swipe.
Oh, Mr. Boehner, says here your wife testified that your daughter told her that you had taken liberty.
Yeah, so what? Not like she won't give it away to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in town since she was 11. Do a listed number of times her mama had to take her into the clinic, and we ain't getting stuck on her bastards. Social service wrote that down too? No way. That's part of the deal. I signed the form, they get rid of the kid. She promised. That social service bitch. I ain't signing until I know.
I'm sure, Miss Jenkins.
Uh-huh. You go find her. Get it straight from that ass's mouth. Then you come back here and I sign that damn form. ain't stupid just cause I'm poor. You wash my ass, and I wash yours.
Mary Tom poses with the files in her hand.
Go on now, and take your nigga maid with you. Cat got your tongue out. Too good to sit in my chair, I see.
Temperance shakes her head. Mary Tom packs up the files.
We'll be right back soon as I get to Miss Temperance Jenkins.
I ain't going nowhere else.
Mary Tom and Temperance leave. Temperance stand is almost frozen outside.
Let's try and catch Sadie Lou for her 3-hour lunch break. Hand me that file again.
Temperance cannot move.
Tempe. Temperance. I said, hand me over that file.
I hold a Bachelor's of Science degree from Howard University, summa cum laude. I am not anyone's maid.
What that out to that old cracker would have helped how?
That poor girl, his daughter, Mary Elizabeth, she had no chance.
No. At least this way she doesn't have to worry about her kids getting the same thing one day.
And him, what will social services do to him?
About what you expect. Get this signature, start the cycle. It's about all we can hope for.
Hope. What hope did Mary Elizabeth have?
Us women have always paid the price. Surely Celia taught you that, Tempe. We're just putting a finger in that hopeless dike, shoveling out some of the manure.
Aunt Celia's flowers.
Huh?
Her flowers. She used manure in the beds.
You saying we should let the likes of him continue to breed? Remember your precious statistics, Tempe. I heard Dr. Gray say we owe it to the future to make sure only the best of us gets passed on. That's what we're doing, Tempe. Trying to stop the worst of them bad seeds from getting to the next generation.
Bad seeds.
That's right. Don't think of them as people. Just bad pieces of the future we gotta keep from happening.
During my orientation, they explained it explicitly. This protects the feeble-minded, epileptic, the mentally defective.
Don't you reckon living with that animal makes anyone feeble-minded? We're protecting them from themselves, Tempe. Somebody's gotta do it. You wanna live in a world where there's more them than us? Who'd watch out for them all if we just let them breed? It's a Christian thing. It's the humane thing that we're doing here.
He's just so...
Wait, what? Waste of good air? I guarantee if we had his files, he shouldn't have been allowed to have kids either. His parents neither. Probably stretches way back down that worthless line. We stop with the suffering here. Tempe, past, present, and future. If we don't, 15 years down the line, somebody else is going to be knocking at Mary Elizabeth's door with the same ugly claim.
Manure and flowers, cause and effect. It's the only way any of it, makes any sense.
All right, Miss College graduate, you tell me. Would you rather have a sweet, harmless, feeble-minded daddy raise you up, or that Mr. Boehner in there? Which one, Tempe? Tell the truth now.
The lights go down
J.K. Rowling, LeBron James, Sir Isaac Newton, Neil Young, Napoleon Bonaparte, Agatha Christie, Walby, Charles Dickens, Danny Glover, Edgar Allan Poe, Rico, Lord Byron.
Lights out. Act 1, Scene 5. It's a few days later. The lights come up in the office. Temperance does not look as altogether as she had been. She's working on the files. A timid knock is heard on the door. Temperance looks up and goes to the door.
May I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Can I come in?
We're not open. It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Yes, ma'am. I was hoping to catch you here for that white lady come in.
Mrs. Walker.
Uh-huh.
Well, what could you want with me that you couldn't share with Mrs. Walker?
Oh, it's just, I heard she's a nice lady and all, but she ain't, can I just come in a minute? My sister's watching my kids and she got to be at work at 9 o'clock.
All right, but I'm sure there's nothing that I can do.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Name's Marilynn Cooper. I won't take too much of your time, I promise.
They enter the office. Temperance sits behind the desk while Nylene stands.
Well, now that you're here, Miss Cooper, you might as well sit.
Oh, no, ma'am. I was hoping I could talk to you about that operation.
You mean sterilization?
Yes, ma'am.
For whom are you inquiring?
For me.
You don't strike me as mentally impaired. Are you epileptic? Do you have any physical conditions?
Lord, no. I'm healthy as a mule most times.
Then I'm afraid I don't understand.
Ma'am, I ain't but 22 and I already got 4 youngins. Good kids, all of them.
I'm sure I would know.
Oh, you wouldn't, would you?
Was there something I could help you with, Mrs. Cooper? Was it?
Ma'am, you got something to say? Say it out plain.
Miss Cooper, it's clear you aren't compromised in any way that the law recognizes.
So?
So if you're not compromised, you're responsible. And if you can't control your...
My what?
your lower instincts. You Actually, all of us must learn to control our lower.
What? Natural urges and feelings? You call that living? Living cold with no feelings? You can take that on control and...
Don't you see, that's the problem. They point at you, or people in your circumstances, to prove we, all of us, don't measure up, at the mercy of our biology, no better than stupid farm animals. We've got to be smarter, cleaner, controlled, logical.
Ma'am, I come in here to ask you nice as I can for this operation. It ain't Sunday and I sure don't need no sermon. I love every one of my children, wouldn't change a single thing. All I know is I can't have no more.
And their father.
Which one?
I think.
Oh, you do you? Doubt that. Listen, I ain't asking for no handout. I'll pay for this operation over time if I got to. All I know is that one more mouth gonna put us down. My people got a farm out in Halifax County, family of 10 kids. Every one of us hardworking. Out there, one mouth was 2 helping hands. That ain't so here in town. I know you bored folks decide to get one. So I'm asking, please. I can be ready.
Miss Cooper, even if I had that authority, I couldn't do it. You have no petitioner.
Well, where do I get one?
That's just it. The request has to come from an institution, like a training center or institution for the mentally impaired or social services. You can't just waltz in here and ask for a dual ligation. We aren't a birth control clinic.
You see me dancing.
I beg your pardon?
That's what, this what you want. Okay, I'm on my knees. I'm begging. You one strong black woman to another. I need this. My kids need this. I don't ask nobody for nothing, but I'm asking you now for this. Please, lady.
Oh, for heaven's sake, give up. I told you, I don't have the authority. I can't help you. You don't qualify. You're obviously not mentally or physically impaired. There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
So let me get this straight. If I was a blubbering idiot or some palsied up retard, you could help me?
Probably.
But I ain't. I'm just one able-bodied, hard-working mom who knows one more baby's gonna pull my whole family down.
I'm sorry. Here,
She fumbles for some brochures.
if you can get to Raleigh, there are free medical trials for contraceptive sponges. You can get them for free if you make the monthly appointment.
Probably, shoot, might as well be Paris. You know how long it took me to get it so I could come here and this morning for work?
There's always other means. The men, your partners, they can use.
Yeah, like I ain't tried that.
I'm sorry, really. There's nothing.
Yeah, well, can't say I didn't try. Nobody can ever say Nadia Cooper didn't do everything she could for her family.
I'm really very sorry.
I think we both know there's other ways.
Please, Miss Cooper, no. Don't do that. Those men usually are trained physicians, and even if they could
Try everything else, believe me, all the potion, them stinking herbs, no other place to turn.
we must maintain control. All of us, all the time. We must.
We all gotta do what we gotta do. You do what you gotta do, I do what I gotta do. Choices is mighty scarce where I come from. Good day, ma'am. Thanks for your time.
Nightline leaves the office. Temperance sits watching her.
Even if they are real doctors, they just pack away on us. Leave us with scars.
She grabs her own belly as if in pain.
Scars that won't heal years, decades later. Nylene, please, please. Miss Cooper.
You wouldn't want to state the grand driver's license to mental defective.
Nor expect such defectives to handle money wisely. You wouldn't expect.
Lights out. Act 1, Scene 6. It's a couple of days later in the office. Temperance and Mary Tom are seated around the table, working on the files. A knock. The women look at each other. Temperance sighs, rises and opens the door. Enters Barbara Lynch.
Afternoon, it's Eugenics office.
This is the Eastern Regional Outreach Office for the North Carolina Eugenics Project. Can I help you?
Yes, sir. Now I got some papers to fill out for my daughter's operation. Doretha Lynch.
Oh, Miss Lynch, thanks for coming in today. When we was going over the upcoming procedures and I saw Doretha's name, I said to Terry, now this one little mama gonna make sure all the I's is crossed and T's dotted.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you. I do try my best.
We met at the Caswell Center a couple months ago.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I remember. You showed that picture show up on the screen. Oh, Doretha, love all them pretty colors.
That's right. She's one sweet youngin'.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Always being so.
How's she getting along down in Goldsboro? At the training school, right?
Oh, she fine. And you remember, she don't talk much. Runts and points most.
And smiles? Well, that is the smilest youngin' I believe I ever saw.
Why, she come out that way, just a smiling. Now she learning to make little weave doodads, potholders, and bric-a-brac to sit your pots on so's not to mess up your tabletop.
Isn't that something? Just goes to show even the worst moron can be taught something. Look here, I'm gonna give you a couple of dollars so Doretha can weave me up one of them doodads. I'd love
Oh,
to.
no, Miss Walker, I can't take your money.
Why, sure you can, in no rush. Next time you're down there, I'd love to have one of them weavings. Put it right here on display in the office. Proud to have it. Wouldn't that be something, Timmy? Proof of our good work.
Mary Tom hands Barbara the money and pats her hand.
Now, Miss Lynch, sit right down. We gotta go over Doretha's information. Get everything right from a procedure.
You sure about this, Miss Walker? After all your work, I don't feel right taking your
Happy
money.
to do it. Don't mention it again. Put that money in your pocketbook. Next time you're in town, you drop me off one of Doretha's potholders.
Barbara sits at the table and pulls out a couple of pieces of paper from her purse.
See here, I keep track of every one of the medical things Doretha had done since she was born.
You see, if half our clients were like you, I'd eat a hot supper at home most nights.
Temperance pulls out Doretha's medical
All
files.
right, Mrs. Lynch, we have Doretha listed as a severe epileptic. Frequent and at times violent fits which may last several minutes.
Oh, baby, worstest thing I ever saw. When they first started up, don't know which one of us was most scared. Woke her plump out, too.
Her verbal and reasoning skills are listed as those of an average
Prettiest smile you ever saw.
limited motor skills.
And loving.
Yes, ma'am, never a minute of trouble. See, when Mama was living, she stayed with her whilst I worked, but now
Has not yet begun her monthly cycle, but her mother agrees it's the subject's best interest to.
I feel kind of bad at first even thinking about that operation. Till you talk with me so nice, Miss Walker.
I'd do the exact same thing in your shoes if I was blessed with such an angel.
Sterilized.
Best thing in the world.
And it ain't gonna hurt her, right?
Not much, and she'll be asleep when
Won't be as bad as when she had her appendix removed. Just 2 small incisions on either side
Oh,
of her.
thank God. Oh, that busted appendix about killed her.
And when they do that procedure, the doctors will be able to go right in those same little scars, same places they did the appendix.
She only got one scar from her appendix right here.
Oh no, honey. Appendectomies leave 2 itty-bitty little scars on either side of your belly button. You must have missed it. I had to have one myself not long after we was married. Lucky for me, my husband, the late Dr. Walker, was a surgeon. Itty-bittiest little scars.
I don't think I missed that other one. Could it be different on their children? You know, children's appendix bound to be smaller, so maybe one's enough.
Could be, but I bet you missed the other one. Okay, anything else? We got your signature, and as next of kin, that's all the board requires. Once it gets approved by the board, they meet the first Wednesday of every month. We'll get her scheduled.
And can I be there when they do it? You know, I don't want her waking up alone.
Yes, sugar, they always try to operate locally. I'll let you know when they set the date. I'll tell you what, I'll drive you down to Goldsboro myself. We'll go together. Be glad to.
Barbara stands and comes around the table.
Miss Walker,
Ma'am,
you mind if I hug you?
why, course not. Come over here.
The 2 women hug for several seconds. Mary Tom holds herself apart. Temperance just watches.
It's a pure shame you never had youngers of your own. Oh, you got a mama's heart, that's for sure.
We all got our crosses to bear, Miss Lynch, but this one outgrown me.
Wouldn't be right to let my Doretha get in the family way. Yeah, I see what you was telling me. Yeah, I got to keep on protecting her as long as I can.
That's right, and long after me and you is gone.
Yes, Jesus.
Mrs. Lynch, I'll need one more signature right here on this line, marked next to Ken. Please sign and then write in mother over where it asks for relationship.
Walker signs, stands, and takes Temperance's hand.
You doing good work too, miss, for all of us. Thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Miss,
Hedgepeth, Temperance Hedgepeth.
yes, Miss Hedge, but this operation thing,
Yes, Mrs. Lynch?
I was just wondering.
Is there something you don't understand? Are you having second thoughts?
Oh, no, ma'am. Ain't no need, right?
Thanks for coming in this morning, Miss Lynch.
She opens the office door.
I'll call you as soon as I hear from the board. Get the Regis procedure scheduled and get this all behind us. Bye now, sugar.
Walker exits. Temperance goes back to reading the files. Mayor Tom goes to the window and watches Walker.
There goes one sweet little woman. I do hope you'll stop and get it now, Tempe.
Beg your pardon?
How many of them files ever reach out and give you a great big old bear hug, huh? All them questions you was asking about what gives us the right, I believe you just got your answer if you was listening. Hey, I got a hankering for some of Ruth's banana pudding. You want me to bring you a big bowl from the back from the diner?
No, thank you. I brought an apple. Miss Walker, about your operation.
Can't beat Ruth's banana pudding.
Really, no, thank you. Now, your operation.
What? That hateful appendectomy? Forget about it, Tempe. That was years ago. I wasn't much more than 20.
An appendectomy really only requires.
Dr. Walker performed it himself.
You do know my university degree is in nursing.
From a Negro university, if I'm not mistaken, Temperance. Did I tell you Dr. Walker was graduated from Bowman Gray, top of his class, 2 private practice offices, and surgical rights in most of the hospitals of eastern North Carolina? Now, who do you think come out on top if we start comparing professional credentials?
This isn't about comparison.
Then what exactly is it about, Missy? I'd be very careful where I was stepping if I was you. I've been trying to show you the landmines around here, but you stepped too far out of line and boom!
Mary Tom gathers up her purse and exits. She slams the door behind her. Lights go down in the office.
You wouldn't expect a moron to run a train, or a feeble-minded woman to run the school. You wouldn't expect.
You wouldn't want the state of grand driver's license to mental defective.
Nor expect such defectives to handle money wisely. You wouldn't expect, you wouldn't expect, you wouldn't expect.
Lights out. Act 2, Scene 1. It's a couple of days later. Lights come up on Mary Tom and Temperance, standing outside of Richard Boehner's house.
Told you that Sadie Lou Jenkins wasn't worth dry spit. How many days did it take us to track her down?
Far too many.
All to tell this sack of human garbage what I knew all along. State takes over the bastard as soon as Mary Elizabeth delivers and we get a sterilization.
2-for-1 deal.
That's right. Fact is, I'd make it a 3-for-1 deal. Go ahead and sterilize that baby if it were left to me. As soon as he pops out. You got Sadie Lou's note?
Right here. I guess I couldn't talk you into letting me stand this one out.
This is important training for you, Tempe. Gotta learn to take the good with the bad in this business. And Richard Boehner's about as bad as they come. But don't worry, the bark of a poor white trash is generally worse than their bite. Lord only knows what diseases you can get from that mouth.
Temperance shivers and holds her case tightly to her chest. Mary Tom knocks on the door loudly.
Mr. Boehner! Mr. Boehner! It's the ladies from the Eugenics Board. We got that note from your social worker, Miss Jenkins.
Mr. Boehner steps around next to them from where he has been urinating on the wall. He spits while zipping up his pants.
I'm giving up on you two. Say, you got that note?
Yes, we did. Took some digging, I can tell you that.
My hard-earned tax money at work.
When was the last time you paid any taxes, Mr.
None of your
Boehner?
business, that's when. Now, you got that note? Well, I gotta yank Mary Elizabeth out of that neutering program you run.
We got it. Can we go into the house or you want to conduct our business out here on the street?
Street ought to be good enough for what you doing. All right, oh.
They enter the filthy house. Richard makes a big deal about cleaning off a chair for Mary Tom.
You stand behind us while we get this straightened out. Or be a good little gal and run and fetch me a cold beer.
That's enough, Mr. Boehner. Shouldn't take a minute. No, Miss Hedgepeth?
Tempest begins rummaging in her purse.
Hedgepeth, huh? Must be from up Warren County. Can't swing a cat up there without getting a pack of colored Hedgepeth.
Tempest gets the note and hands it to Mary Tom.
See, Mr. Boehner, just like I said, Miss Jenkins wrote it out clear as a bell. It says...
I can read.
He takes the note, tries to read it, then hands it back to Mary Tom.
Must have lost my specs.
Fine. It says, under an agreement reached between Richard Boehner and the Department of Social Services, he hereby agrees to give consent to have his daughter, Mary Elizabeth Boehner, found to be feeble-minded and promiscuous, sterilized immediately after the birth of her child, who, which upon his birth, will become a ward of the state of North Carolina.
Ain't it signed?
Right here.
No funny business.
Like what?
I don't know. Some of y'all pull on poor folks all the time. Some kind of trick to keep us down.
Think you're doing fine with it on your own.
Give it here. Ain't got nothing to write with it.
Tempy?
Tempest hands Mary Tom a pen.
Can't hand it to me, huh? What a fear you might catch something?
He signs, shoves it to Mary Tom, then stands over and goes over to Tempest.
Takes more contact than that fancy nigger gal. Whole lot more. Always did like me some chocolate candy.
Tempest stands straight, but turns her head away from Richard.
What's wrong, over the city gas? Ain't used to the smell of a real man.
He raises his arm and shoves his armpits in the side of her face.
That's the spell of poleness, city nigga. No bathroom, no heat in the pipes, no damn running water. You smelling that?
Tempest runs out of the room, stops several feet away, shaking herself, wiping herself off.
That'll do, Mr. Boehner. I'll be in touch.
Mary Tom follows Tempest.
Here. Shameful we gotta go through to get a simple signature.
You didn't stop him. You didn't even try.
What world do you think we're living in, Tempy? As Christ said, the poor will be with us always.
You forgot to turn the other cheek. How many atrocities have been committed under that particular injunction?
Not for us to question the good Lord. It's enough we're doing what we're doing. Pushing too hard is just a recipe for danger, and I, for one, don't like that type of cooking.
Almost 8,000 people were sterilized in North Carolina between 1933 and 1973. Article 7, Chapter 35 of the General Statutes of North Carolina, the governing body or responsible head of any penal or charitable institution supported wholly or in part by the state of North Carolina, is hereby authorized and directed to have the necessary operation for asexualization or sterilization performed upon any mentally defective or feeble-minded inmate of patient thereof.
House Bill 1611, Chapter 1281. The 70-year-old eugenics law was not formally overturned by the NC Senate until 2003.
Lights out. Act 2, Scene 2. Lights come up in the office. Mary Tom is nervously fussing with files, checking her watch, looking out the window. A knock. She goes to the door and opens it. Then she locks it behind her. Enters Mr. Kinley.
How you doing, Miss Walker? I was right surprised to get your call.
Come in, Mr. Kinley. Been a long time since I needed you.
That's so. Most of the social service ladies I ever got, a bunch of the rough cases, they need a little help. Persuade me. I reckon you call it.
I certainly hope that isn't true here this morning, but better safe than sorry.
You got that right. Where you want me?
Right over there, directly behind that door. If everything's all right, stay back there hidden, quiet as a mouse.
Not come out talk?
No, not if I don't need it. I'm hoping I can talk some sense into this gal, but you know how these country niggers can be.
Oh, yes. Hard-headed and ignorant. Bad combination. You give me the call, I jump out to the session.
Someone Someone can be heard rattling the door.
Go on now, quick, before my assistant gets in.
Mr. Kinley retreats behind the door. Barbara Lynch knocks on the door. Mary Tom rushes to open it. She was expecting someone else.
Why, good morning, Miss Lynch. What are you doing here this morning?
How do, Miss Walker? Hope you don't mind me dropping by on my way to work.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was expecting.
Won't take a minute. I know you're busy.
Oh, well, if you make it quick.
Thank you, Miss Walker.
Now, what is it, Miss Lynch? I told you I'd call when the boys...
Yes, and you sure did, and I appreciate you offering to carry me down to Goldsboro when they do that
Sterilization?
Yes, and that sterilization.
Well, don't mean to.
That's all right, Miss Walker. Now, I was talking with my sister about this sterilization, and she asked me what they really needed for. Seeing how she ain't never even looked at a boy like, well, you know, ma'am, like that. And I ain't got no answer, so I come in here this morning to ask you.
What's this sister's name, Miss Lynch?
Ma'am, her name's Shirley Louise Whitaker.
Has Miss Shirley Louise Whitaker ever asked you why you put a coat on Doretha when it's cold?
Why, no, ma'am, of course not.
That's right. Now, has Miss Shirley Louise Whitaker ever asked you why you feed her when she's hungry?
Well, no, ma'am, but I don't rightly know
Then
what...
you ask Miss Shirley Louise Whitaker how you're supposed to be a good mama if you don't try to protect your little Doretha from every kind of danger we got out there.
Miss Walker, are you saying my Doretha ain't safe down in Goldsboro? Now, they told me, all them folks down there, they told me she
Cause
was
she's
safe.
safe as possible, Miss Lynch. It's a state institution, for God's sake. But you know as good as anybody, can't nobody watch all the time, even when she was staying with your mama. And you guarantee me your mama was watching her every single minute?
Well, no, can't never be sure.
There you go. You know as good as me, them things don't take but a minute. 1 minute of turning your back, grabbing a quick cup of coffee, and answering the door. Next thing you know, poor sweet little Doretha's in the family way. No fault of her own.
Well, now that you put it that way.
Of course, if you're saying you want to take Doretha out of the
Oh,
center.
no, Miss Walker, I can't do that. Not with Mama, though.
And your sister, Miss Whitaker, maybe she could watch her.
Oh, no, ma'am. Shirley got 5 youngins of her own and 2 grandbabies. Oh, no, I wouldn't think to ask her.
There you go, all taken care of. Best thing in the world for our little Doretha. Just like I said before, best thing in the world. Get this done, never worry about that problem again.
But Miss Walker...
Go on now, Barbara. I got another client coming in here any second. Don't you worry now. I'll let you know when the boat sets a date, like I said.
And it ain't gonna...
Good to see you now, Miss Lynn. I'll call you as soon as I know.
Miss Walker, you need me?
Kind of late to be on right now, ain't it, Mr. Kinley?
Well, ma'am, now you said that and not to jump out.
It's all right, it's all right. Barbara Lynch ain't nothing. But this next one, this May Rivers, don't hang back as much for her. Whole other breed, this one.
Yeah, you just say the word.
The door knob rattles.
Shh, get on back there.
Enters Temperance.
Oh, Mrs. Walker, I didn't expect you here this early. Was that Mrs. Lynch?
Uh-huh.
Why was she?
Just a mess about the operation.
Should I go?
No need for you to do nothing. I took care of it.
Well, okay. Is everything okay? You're never here this early.
Just get things straight when Miss Rivers comes in.
I don't have her on the agenda for today. Are you?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. She's coming in for some paperwork.
But she refused to sign the petition for Jenny's procedure. Don't we have to wait for a public hearing?
Mm-hmm, ordinarily.
And what's so out of ordinary now?
Huh? Oh, hopefully nothing.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Timmy, sometimes you gotta change the game a little if you want to win.
What game? What are you talking about?
That Miss Rivers woman would never sign that petition.
Yes, and so?
And so, Miss 20 Questions, have you ever heard about them other ways to skin a cat?
Never in a good way.
Our job is to protect Jenny. May Rivers can't. She couldn't raise up one normal youngin', much less a whole pack, all of them probably mentioned a child like Jenny. Obviously a case for the state.
What do you mean? I drove out to the Rivers place last week. My findings are right there in her file. 12 miles south of town, out past 70. She's doing okay. Yes, she's poor, but the children were clean, adequately fed, very respectful. Why, Jenny even...
Hush now, Timmy. They're here. Keep your ears open, Mr. Kinley.
Yes.
Who's Mr.?
Sit down, girl. Learn something from me for a change.
May and Jenny Rivers enters. Mary Tom walks over to them.
Miss Rivers, and this gotta be Jenny. Good to see you both.
Some man come out to the place, say I gotta come in here. More foolishness about this operation thing for Jenny.
I'm sure we can get everything cleared up, Miss Rivers. You remember Tempe?
How do, Miss Hedgebetter?
Nice to see you. Hello, Jenny. How are you this morning?
Jenny smiles, nods at Temperance, and goes to her and holds out her hand to Temperance, who takes it. Jenny holds it for a moment and then returns to her mother.
Surprised she didn't tote that fancy glass thing you give her. She ain't put it down since she was out to the place.
Oh, did Miss Tempe give you some?
Jenny hides behind May.
Sure did. Pretty glass thing with a rainbow inside.
A paperweight, a simple paperweight. When they were here before, Jenny was fond of it.
It's all right, Tempe. You don't have to be ashamed of giving a trinket. That's real sweet. You like that pretty thing Miss Tempe give you, honey?
Don't want to be rude, but we need to be getting on. What I got to do about them papers?
Ah, yes, Miss Rivers. Can you sit down?
May sits. Jenny stands behind her chair. Temperance and Mary Tom from Jenny and Mary Tom across the table.
Now, Miss Rivers, the most important thing this office does is protect children. You can appreciate that, can't you?
Yes, sir. It's why I get up every day of my life.
Good. I'm glad you said that. Exactly the same thing when you're here in Eugenics office. Get up every day to help the children of today and tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I understand you refuse to sign the petition to sterilize Jenny here.
Yes, sir. Won't never happen as long as I got around.
Now, Miss Rivers, I'm not sorry you feel that way, because I know you know what's best. I know you want what's best for Jenny.
Yes, sir. But cutting into her, taking out what God meant her to have, ain't the best thing. No way, no how.
I know this can be hard to understand, but you've got to think about what's best for Jenny. Miss Rivers, what if you weren't around? What if Jenny got in the family way and you couldn't be there to help her?
Then whoever got her, that would help. I learned all my kids that, every last one of them.
But what if he didn't? Believe me, in your race, we see that more often than not.
May rises out of her chair.
Time for us to go now, Miss Walker. Come on, Jenny, and we don't need no ride from your man. We walk free.
Miss Rivers, I was hoping this would be different. I was hoping you'd see the good sense in this. I'm going to make it as simple as I can. If you don't agree to sign the petition for Jenny's operation, it means you ain't thinking clearly about what's best for her. And if that's true for one of your youngest, that means you ain't fit for your other children either. And if that's true, I got no choice but to declare you an unfit mother and have all your children taken into custody by the state. Every last one of them.
You what?
You ain't got the right.
Now that's where you got it all wrong, Miss Rivers. The state gives me the right and responsibility when the welfare of the children are at risk.
May shields Jenny behind her back and goes towards the door.
Miss Hedgeback, this ain't so, is it? Miss Walker, my children ain't in no risk. I watch them close. They good, clean, God-fearing youngins. You ask my preacher, Brother John Brick, that Creekside Holiness Church. You asked him. He tell you ain't got the right.
Mary Tom moves around the table and putting herself between May and the door.
Afraid I do now, May. I know you're a reasonable woman, but I gotta look out for the children.
May looking wildly around the room and heads for the exit at the door at another exit.
You can't do this, can't you, Miss Hedgeback? You tell about my house, my youngins, when you come out.
I did, Mrs. Walker, for the love of God.
Exactly. She's exactly right, Miss Rivers. This is for the love of God. Probably never see one of them ever again.
May, while she's still holding Jenny close, she circles the table. Now she's opposite Mary Tom.
You the devil herself, offering up one child against the other. That's devil's work there, Miss Walker, and I don't want no part of it. Dear Lord above, look down on your child. Help me to overcome this evil.
Mary Tom moves to the table, waving the petition in May.
Gotta decide one way or the other.
I won't do it. You hearing me? I ain't offering up my Jenny like a lamb to cut open. Pull out what God give her.
Right here, Miss Rivers, right now I make that call. Don't think I won't.
May looks around wildly, grabs hold to the table and flips it over. The files scatter across the floor. Jenny runs to Temperance and grabs her around the waist.
Mary Tom, you can't do this.
Kinley, calm it now, Mr. Kinley. Keep a hold of her. Mr. Kinley, grab that woman. Try not to hurt her too much if you can.
Mr. Kinley grabs May from behind, wrenching her arms behind her.
Hold still, wench.
You nothing but the devil. You she-devil. Take a woman's children. Ain't nothing lower. You hear me?
All right, we all need to calm down. We're reasonable people. We're going to solve
Already solved.
Already solved. You made your choice. May, it's clear to any reasonable state official, you ain't a fit mama. Mr. Kinley, you see this all the time, am I right?
All the time, Miss Walker, all the time. Give me good, I reckon.
At least let me go to my baby. What kind of people are you won't let a mama help a baby? I ain't gonna run, promise. Just let me hold her, settle her down. She gonna work herself into a fit.
Let her go now. I swear I'll write you up
Let
my
her
stuff.
go. She make the first move toward that door and knock her flat.
May runs to Jenny. Jenny clams down her hair, patting herself, speaking quietly.
Now, my baby girl, ain't nothing wrong here. You just all riled up. Ain't nothing wrong. Shh, my girl. Now, mommy's right here, ain't she? Where's my Jenny gal? My sugar cake. Where's my sugar cake? Now, where's my sugar cake got to? I'm right here, Mom. Sugar cake here? Yeah, you right here. No one done stole my sugar cake. Sugar cake right here with old mama, where she belong.
May rocks Jenny.
I do it, Mom. Shh, baby. No need. I do it, Mom. What you saying, baby? Put your name on that paper. Oh, my Jenny, baby. You don't know. Baby's on the stoop all the time. I fix me a baby. On the stoop.
Oh, May, no. You don't have to, please. This isn't...
Slow down there, Tempe, right now.
You know what you asked him, Jenny Cap? You know what you're saying.
Jenny nods and gets behind May. May begins to move slowly towards the overturned table.
Miss Walker, you want to grab her again?
That ain't gonna be necessary, is it, Miss Rivers?
May turns the table upright. She sits in a chair, turns and looks at Jenny. Then she faces Mary Tom.
Where's that form?
Tempe, can you find that petition for Miss Rivers?
Oh, no, ma'am. I most certainly will not.
All right. Mr. Kinley, you know what that petition looks like? I think I see it right there under that pile by Miss Hedgepeth's fancy case.
This one?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, that's right. Don't suppose you're gonna show her where to sign.
That is correct.
Fine. Play it that way. Okay, Miss Rivers, sign your full name right here and here. And
That's
write
it.
in mother.
May signs.
There. That wasn't so bad now, was it?
May stands. She takes Jenny's hand, and the two start to the door.
Mr. Kinley be happy to carry you back to your place.
No. We walk.
The two exit, holding one another up.
85% of those sterilized in North Carolina were women.
African Americans represented almost 40% of those sterilized between 1933 and 1973. But by the later 60s, African Americans made up over 60% of those sterilized. And almost all of them were women.
Of non-institutionalized individuals rose from 23% in 1937 to 76% in 1966.
You wouldn't expect,
You wouldn't expect.
or would you?
Act 2, Scene 3. Then several days later, in the afternoon, in the office of Temperance, she stands looking out the window. Her skirt is askew. Perhaps her hair is mussed. Files are strewn around the office, and she sees someone approaches and hurries to the door. Opening the door, pulling Nylene Cooper inside. She checks outside, then shuts and locks the door.
Get in here now. I mean, Miss Cooper.
All right, don't yank my arm off. And it's Miss. I ain't a Mrs. yet, still hoping, but not yet.
You what? Oh, what does it matter? Miss, Mrs., Mr., Doctor, Sir, ma'am, you, me, she, him.
Ma'am?
Never mind. Come over here, sit down.
She checks out the window again before sitting down.
You all right, ma'am?
What?
You seem kind of jumpy or something. Everything okay?
Okay? No, I'm pretty sure nothing's okay. In fact, quite the opposite. Don't you find it strange that no matter how hard we try to make a difference, make something right and mess our lives, our education, it can still be rotten, right to the core. You ever find that to be true, Marilynn?
Sure, I reckon. Is it that time of the month for you? Make my sister Purity crazy.
No, see, I'll never know what that's like. No excuse. Monthly mood swings, nothing.
Huh? You don't get your monthlies yet? Ain't you a nurse?
Exactly.
What?
One of the main reasons I went into nursing, figure myself out, understand what happened, and at least try.
Why? What happened to you, Miss Hedgeman?
I tried to tell you. When you were here before, you said there are ways. There are people who can take it away.
I remember. Ain't done it yet, just so you know. I gotta take some time to think.
Good. You think. I think. We all need to think more. Think more. Keep our panties on more.
Miss Hedgeman, I think I better call somebody.
Why? Who?
You called me to come in, remember? Said we needed to talk about that operation, I hope.
The operation. Yes. Wave the magic wand and make all our troubles go away.
I wish not all my problems, just one. But a great big one, at least for me.
Oh, for me too. Huge one. 14 years old, no mama, no daddy, just a brilliant, scared old piece of an aunt stuck right slam dam in the middle of Jim Crow.
Marilynn gets up and pours a glass of water and hands it to Temperance.
Drink that down now, just sit back. Whatever it is hurting you can't be that bad. You still here.
Pieces, at least.
She puts the glass up to the light.
You ever wished on rainbows?
Sure, lots of times. Rainbows is a poor child's Santa Claus. Look up in the sky after a storm, make a wish, don't cost a penny.
You think it's okay to let someone, encourage someone to wish, even if you know whatever they wish for couldn't possibly come true? Is that impossibly cruel?
How you know it can't come true? That's hope, Miss Hedgepath, and can't nobody take that away. That's the one thing you got to give up yourself.
What do you hope for?
Lots of stuff. Mostly for my kids. I hope they stay in school, at least some of them. I hope they good people. I hope they find other good people to be with. I hope they ain't hungry or cold. And mostly, I hope that they hope.
And for you?
I hope this crazy nurse lady I'm trying to talk to gives me some kind of good news.
Yeah, I hope so too.
What's this all about, Miss Hedgepath?
You mind calling me by my given name?
Sure, what is it?
Temperance.
Temperance. That's right, nice. Temperance sounds steady. Kind of old-fashioned, but nice. People ever call you Tempy?
Never. Aunt Celia wouldn't allow.
Okay, Temperance. What's this all about?
I decided I might do some good, having to come back here. Thought if I studied the procedure, follow rules, I could really help. It seemed good to start with. The concept, Protecting those who can't protect themselves. That's good, right?
Sure it is.
That's what I thought. I studied the history, the original legislation. If you don't let the German thing influence your thinking, master race and all that, if you keep that out of the equation, it could have been good, right?
I don't.
But here's the thing. Once we start down that slippery slope, where do we stop? And who gets to decide? How do we ensure that the ones with the authority have no ulterior motive? How do we ensure they're not trying to squeeze us out, the entire race? All with the facade of public good. I mean, come on. Who can argue with a group that calls itself the Human Betterment League, right? Am I right?
Yes.
So I applied. I get the interview. I pressed my skirt. Oh, I had the best teacher in the room for that. Straighten my hair, buy sensible shoes. I get the job. Had to move back here, but I decided that was all part of my challenge. Bury myself in these files, correct the errors, remove the errors at any cost. Then finally, I get it. The error they're trying to correct, to remove, is us, Marilynn. It's us. They're removing us one operation at a time. And here I am, getting to work early, staying late every day, helping them any way I can. I'm part of the solution, the final solution, and I'm perfect for the job because I'm the poster child for the procedure.
What are you saying, Temperance? Did something bad happen to you?
Allowed me to get my education, become something, make something of myself, a tribute to my race.
What they do to you?
She wouldn't let me go to work with her. A shame for me to see her ironing all those people's clothes, white people's clothes in their fancy kitchens, so I hardly ever went. Only on special occasions, like if she had a delivery. See, she baked, too. Provided those same fancy white kitchens with delicious pies, cakes, cookies.
Who you talking about?
She was ironing across town. Dr. Walker's wife was having a party later that evening. Had to have her 7-layer coconut cake. Aunt Celia's signature dessert. Mrs. Walker insisted. Aunt Celia couldn't deliver it. I said, of course I could handle it. right all the way to the Negro Public Library. Sure, I'd do it. She told me to go in the back door, put it on the counter next to the icebox, slip on out. Mrs. Walker would pay the next day. I slip in. The house is big, dark, cool, so big for two people. I'm setting it carefully on the counter when I hear him calling from up those long stairs. Mary Tom? That you? No, sir, I yell. It's Temperance Hedgepeth, Celia's niece, delivering Mrs. Walker's coconut cake. He yelled for me to come on up and he'd pay me. I said, no need, Mrs. Walker could settle up later. He said, do it, girl. I walk up those long, polished wood steps, so shiny I can see my underwear. I get to the landing. He calls again from a dark room, and I tiptoe in. Look around, can't see anything. The door slams, locked, pushes me on the bed. The bedspread is slick, satin, green and yellow silk stripes. He whispers, don't scream or your little auntie loses his job and every other cleaning job in town.
Oh, Temperance.
I run all the way. Don't even realize I've got one of those silk pillowcases clenched in my hand till I'm in the house, washing away the shame in the wash bowl. Didn't tell Aunt Celia till I couldn't hide it anymore. When I have a couple months later, she gets real quiet. Muscles in her jaw jumping. She leaves, doesn't say a word. Comes back about 2 hours later, jaw still jumping. She tells me to lay down there in my bed. She hands me a pill, make sure I get it down. When I wake up, Dr. Walker is there in the kitchen washing his hands. I hear them talking for a minute. I feel sick. Then I lose consciousness.
That son of a bitch trying to clean up his nasty mess.
Aunt Celia never mentioned his name again. We moved right after. She found a position in a black high school. I thought she paid for my college education until I was working at the registrar's office at Howard. I looked up my records. Dr. Walker paid every semester's tuition and room and board. Certified checks. All 4 years. See? The poster child for the positive effects of sterilization.
Did you know you could, have youngins?
Not until years later when I finished nursing school. The scars. A gynecologist friend of mine confirmed my suspicions.
Well, shit.
Yes, ma'am.
This ain't what you called me here for, right?
Sort of. Just one more thing I have to do before I leave here.
Keep Dr. Walker's
What
white ass
I
up.
include in this month's proposals.
You said I had to have a petition.
Excellent memory. Just so happens you do. The infamous Miss Sadie Lou Jenkins, sorriest social worker ever to claim the title, most incomplete paperwork, more errors than anyone in the state. And you know what? They don't even give her a pink slip. Just keep processing her requests, sending them back, then approving them 90% of the time.
I don't know what to say.
Good practice, because you're going to claim you're mentally incompetent and promiscuous, just for good measure. You don't mind, do you?
You can call me white cracker if that helps you get this operation.
The only thing that concerns me is your kids.
What do you mean?
We have to make sure Child Protective Services doesn't decide you're unfit.
Let them try. Think they would.
Probably not, but I plan for that contingency also. See here on the application where it says, who has custody of your children? Think your sister would mind if we use her name.
She'd be happy to.
Can you sign her name?
Done it 100 times. Where do she and I sign?
Right here and here.
Marilynn signs the document several times.
Well, what happens now?
The board convenes. 5 old white men hear the case from one old white lady, and they vote.
Will I pass?
90% do. I'd say you got pretty good odds.
And then?
Then they assign a local surgeon. You go in, have the tubal ligation. That's what it's called when they perform it on white women. Then you go home, rest a couple days, and you're back to your normal, happy life.
No more babies?
Never.
I can't believe this. I gave up hope. Last time I was in here, but now this. You give all of us, my whole family, hope, Temperance. Thank you. I say thank you. My kids say thank you.
You're welcome, all of you.
Well, what about you? What you gonna do now?
Only one more thing to do. Make sure this gets signed by the deputy director tomorrow morning, and I'm done.
That gonna go okay?
I hope.
The lights dim.
The human better mentally was founded in 1947, and its members included leading business and medical professionals from all across the state. The use is not officially disbanded until 1988.
Lights out. Act 2, Scene 4. It's the next day. Tempest is still seated at the table. The office is in general disarray. She wears much more colorful clothes. Enters Mary Tom. Looking around, she sees Temperance seated at the table.
Tempy, what's all this? You feeling all right this morning?
About the same. About you?
Can't complain. You got the coffee going this morning?
Nope. All out.
Well, I gotta have my coffee.
She digs in her purse and pulls out some change.
Run on over to the diner and get me one. Extra sugar and cream.
No, don't think I'll be doing that.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I'll call ahead. Just go around to the color pickup window.
Don't think so.
Oh, you won't?
No, Mary Tom, I won't.
You mind me asking why?
Decided I'm not frequenting any establishment until I can walk in their front door.
Don't you start up with that sit-in nonsense. Like that mess over in Goldsboro. My God, girl, don't you know it's like poison gas. Once it gets out, ain't no controlling it.
Don't you just love the smell of burgeoning equality in the morning?
Well, okay. But you don't want to have to deal with me without my morning coffee. What we got going on the agenda today?
Most pressing are this month's applications. They need to go out in the morning post. If you'll sign off, I'll get them down to the post office.
Tempest hands over the folders to Mary Tom.
Let's see.
She reads over each petition.
Nice fat bundle going off to the board this month. Should make them happy. Richard Boehner for Mary Elizabeth. Barbara Lynch for Doretha, bless her soul. May Rivers for Jenny.
And one more for a Miss Marilynn Cooper.
Another one? What's
Came
it?
in a while ago from Sadie Lou Jenkins.
I never knew Sadie Lou to submit more than one a month. Let's
I've
see.
reviewed it. Everything's in order.
From Sadie Lou Jenkins? Doubt that. Give it here.
Tempest hands over it reluctantly.
Yeah, well, maybe she's improving.
And maybe the sun will come up purple tomorrow. Something don't smell right. I'll just give Sadie a quick call before I sign.
She reaches for the telephone. Tempest pulls the phone away.
What, Tippy? What's happening to you this morning? Hand me over that phone right now.
No, Mary Tom, I can't.
And may I ask why, little missy?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm asking. What's going on with this application? Too clean to be Sadie's work. What you doing, girl? This don't make no sense after you fought me tooth and nail on Jenny Rivers.
Yes, I can understand the dissonance.
Huh? You better start explaining this file before I call up both Sadie and the board.
No explanation. This young woman, Marilynn Cooper, doesn't want and can't afford more children.
And so, what's wrong with her? She a moron? Prostitute? What?
The file says feeble-minded and promiscuous, but she's most certainly not either one.
She isn't? Then why?
She's a smart, young, colored, black woman, Mary Tom. Hardworking, good role model for her 4 children. Only one problem, she doesn't have ready access to birth control. So the North Carolina Eugenics Board is going to do her a favor. It's going to provide her what half your friends at the Rotary Club already have. A simple tubal ligation.
Oh, what? Oh, no, she didn't know how to open my dead body. This isn't some service set up for every Negro gal can't keep her legs together with a different fuck every night. Hell, sometimes even dip it into the white pot. Oh, no, Temperance Hedgepad. This is one application the board's never gonna see. In fact, I'm gonna...
She prepares to rip the application, then Temperance grabs it away from her.
Oh, yes, Mary Tom, you're going to sign this right now, this morning, so I can mail off the entire bundle.
You lost what little mind got saw fit to give you.
You might be surprised, but I've learned a lot from you, Mrs. Dr. Walker, since I've had the unique pleasure of working with you.
I would have hoped so, but what's with this little shenanigan?
Oh, yes, I'm a quick study, if nothing else. I watched how you negotiated your way through with that reprehensible Richard Boehner, how you showed Barbara Lynch the light, and finally your piece de resistance, the debacle with May Rivers. Yeah, I'm a quick study, if nothing else, Mrs. Walker.
Well, if that's true, what's this little trick all about?
You don't recognize it?
I'm gonna put that call through to Sadie Lou.
No, ma'am. Well, actually, you can, after I share this information with you. Then, if you decide, be my guest, I'll even dial the exchange for you.
Mary Tom shakes her head and turns in her chair.
What I find most intensely brilliant is the way you play on the one thing our clients hold dearest.
Foolishness, just doing my job.
Precisely. Shakespeare should have taken lessons from you. For instance, Mrs. Lynch, sweet, simple Mrs. Lynch. What she wants most in the world is to protect her sweet little Dorita.
Which this operation's gonna do.
No arguments here, you're right. Sterilization may be the best option for her.
That's right. Same for Mary Elizabeth Boehner. No difference between the two cases.
Really? Did you look at Mary Elizabeth's IQ score? How much formal schooling did she have which would have adequately prepared her for that test? Her crime, if she has one, is being desperately poor and born into that miserable excuse of a family.
You want to keep paying for all the current and future Mary Elizabeths on welfare rolls? Fine. You do it with your tax dollars, not mine.
By all means. Much cheaper to get rid of them than actually educate.
For heaven's sake, we ain't murdering them like the Nazis done. Just removing the consequence of what they can't control.
'Cause they too goddamn stupid.
Exactly. Most of them.
And then there's May Rivers.
Not
You
again.
have to know that was wrong, Mary Tom. Even you.
I give her a choice, she made it.
King Solomon's choice.
Don't you dare start spouting the Holy Bible at me, Temperance Hedgepeth. I'm a charter member of the First Episcopal Church. What's any of this got to do with this? What's her name? Early Cooper.
Everything I've been trying to tell you. I took the technique directly from your playbook. Observe what you hold dearest and use it as a bargaining chip.
I don't understand what you're battling about.
Here's the deal, Mary Tom. You're going to sign this petition, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
About what? You ain't got nothing on me.
Remember what I said, what you hold dearest?
Huh?
What do you hold dearest, Mrs. Dr. Walker?
What? My husband, Dr. Walker, now you stop.
Not exactly. It's not your actual husband I'm talking about here. More like that vision of him you hold up and parade around for everyone to worship.
I don't have the
My
slightest.
dearly departed husband, the late surgeon Dr. Walter Walker, 2 private practice offices and operated all over eastern North Carolina.
And so, that's something to be proud of.
Yes, of course, on the surface. But you see, this is where we get into the gray. My favorite color, remember? On the surface, the good Dr. Walker was dispensing much needed medical care to the people of North Carolina, primarily the ones could afford it, but still a valiant service.
You better believe it. Never had no time.
Oh yes, but see, Mary Tom, this is where the gray comes in. On the one hand, we have this glowing view of the doctor, helping the needy, healing the infirm. Then on the other hand, we have the truth, the dark side.
What are you talking about? He done good for hundreds of people.
Some, I'm sure. I've tried to weigh that against the bad, the dark.
What bad? You don't know.
The bad I know he did against me, and I'm pretty sure against you too, Mary Tom.
Oh, now you really crossed the line.
You want to tell me you never wondered why a famous surgeon such as your husband couldn't intervene and help you have children? Tell me, that thought never once crossed your mind.
He told me I got a 10th uterus. Nothing he could do about it. Born that way. Flawed from birth.
I'm so sorry. This from the same surgeon who told you an appendectomy required 2 small scars on either side of the belly button? The exact scars, Mary Tom, that occur with a tubal ligation.
He wouldn't. Why? Why would he?
I have no idea, but why did?
He said we couldn't have kids. Even though I thought I was pregnant for semester college, why I dropped out. Why we had to get married. He finished medical school. I lived in town with his mom and dad. Turned out I wasn't. After that, I got them bad bowels with my appendix. He took them out. Said God knew best. I was flawed. He said it. Couldn't pass on my flaws to young ones with his name. Wasn't my fault.
Don't you see, Mary Tom? We're both his victims.
I ain't no victim. My husband, he loved me. He operated on me. Always so sweet when I was sick. Gave me his name.
Want to know what he gave me?
You never even met you. Didn't treat Negroes.
Made an exception in my case.
What? Why he wouldn't do that?
You asked me if I remembered your big brick house on the corner of Maple and 4th. Well, I do. I remember it very well.
Why? You said you never came with your aunt.
Oh, yes, I remember that house. I remember that big, cool dining room on the other side of the kitchen. I remember those long, polished stairs. I remember the sound of his voice calling down to me. Come up here, girl, and I'll pay you. I remember the crack of the back bedroom door slamming, the lock clinking in place. I remember the feel of that cool, silky yellow and green bedspread on my cheek. I remember the sound of my flesh ripping. The burning jolt of pain starting in my groin and shooting through the top of my head. I remember, Mary Tom. I remember.
No. You can't disgrace.
Mary Tom rears back and slaps Temperance.
You damn horrible lie. He's dead and gone. You shouldn't. Kate, throwing dishonor in our precious name.
That's it, isn't it? That's what you hold most dear.
He never would have. Never. With a simple maid girl, Negro gal. Never, you hear?
So I got it right. The one thing you can't stand to have exposed isn't the fact that he butchered you so you could never have a child. No, it's his damn stupid name. The great Dr. Walker. Wife of the famous Dr. Walker. That's it, isn't it?
What do you want?
You already know.
And if I don't, what, some smart nigga gonna make some claims you can't prove about something that may or may not happen some 20 years ago? That and a dime and I'll get you a Pepsi, maybe.
How about 4 years of receipts made out in his hand?
You don't.
Oh, yes, I do. Colleges, even nigger colleges, keep wonderful records, Mary Tom. He paid my college tuition all 4 years.
No, can't be. He never let me go back and finish up. It can't be.
I can show you. And the entire congregation of the First Episcopal Church needs you.
You wouldn't.
I will, this Sunday. Mark my words.
Why? Why would you drag down our good name like this? I never hurt you, not once.
Not exactly true, Mary Tom. Sorry, but we're really nothing but pawns here. Feels like shit, doesn't it? Remember my favorite color? Just figured out why I like gray. It's what we all are, a combination of good and bad, light and dark. Some of us more dark than light. Some of us just concerned with the shade we present to the world. This is my chance for a bit of lightness. I do this for Marilynn. Maybe it lifts some of the darkness, the stain of this whole dirty business.
He wasn't. He didn't. Just overworked. Yeah, that's it. It's not. I'm not.
I'm talking about this eugenics thing. It's dirty, Mary Tom, and you know it. All of you do. Deep down, you know we don't have this right. Not with folks who can think for themselves and give it a chance.
She hands Mary Tom the petition. Mary Tom signs the form and throws it down on the table.
Won't matter. There's 1,000 just like her in the same sorry predicament.
Whenever I complained about any difficult task or chore she'd given me, my Aunt Celia used to say, you don't look at the whole project, Temperance, just the first step. And this, Mrs. Mary Tom Walker, is my first step.
She takes the signed form from the table and places it in the folder along with the other petitions and steps up to Mary Tom and slaps her hard on the face.
And you never, ever harm a strong black woman ever again.
Lights out.
Mozart, Van Gogh, Jimmy Hendrix, Mahatma Picasso, Mother Teresa, Ella Fitzgerald, Harry Houdini, Abraham Lincoln, Rosa Parks, Johnny Cash, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ringo Starr, James Baldwin, Oprah Winfrey, John Wesley, Michael Faraday, 50 Cent, Louisa May Alcott, Louis Armstrong, Fantasia Barrina, Dr. Ben Carson, Aaron Brockovich, James Cotton, Farrah Gray, Sophia Loren, J.K. Rowling, LeBron James, Sir Isaac Newton, Neil Young, Napoleon Bonaparte, Agatha Christie, Vivaldi, Charles Dickens, Danny Glover, Edgar Allan Poe, Richard Burton, Truman Capote, Lord Byron, Hilary Swank.
These names we've recited were all individuals born in poverty
Or experience physical, mental, or emotional challenges.
all of these conditions which had they or their parents been born in North Carolina.
Or Virginia, or California.
Locations which recorded even more cases of forced sterilization.
Had they been born in these locations during the 1930s through the early 70s, we may have never known their names. These words are those who had and have none.
Those who pleased were never heard.
You wouldn't expect, we shouldn't expect.
We'll never accept.